I don't want to come across as petty because I'm not. Like, I'm so thankful for that opportunity and to meet Rachael and those amazing group of women. But like, it's unfortunate that so many people are left with that sour taste in their mouth after going through something so cool when it doesn't have to be like that.
Is there anything you're nervous about people reading? Because I have some specific questions about some specific stuff you included, but there is, like you said, kind of your whole journey and a lot of stuff about your family, and things that maybe the average Bachelor viewer or someone who watched you on Dancing with the Stars wouldn't know.
No. And like, that's the crazy part, Sarah. Like, I shared that stuff during the show, but it just never made it on air. Like, I shared all those things so that like the women who were pursuing me, as well as the viewers, had context to why I was the way I was. And when they didn't have that context, then they're just like, a lot of things didn't add up. So I'm not nervous about that because that process allowed me to dig into myself and be like, if I'm going to do this, it's got to be done one way. And that's like letting it all hang out, be vulnerable and just allow people to be pulled in. And I'm hoping that as they see how open and honest I am with my life, you know, it allows them to resonate and feel what I've been through and give them, you know, some hope in what they're going through.
How did you decide what to include when it came to show stuff? I feel like you made there's a note in it saying it's not worth it to rehash what happened with X, you know, contestant or whatever, which I understand. But with Rachael and obviously you guys still being together, how did you navigate what to include, what you felt was important to share your story and explain, and what was like not even worth going down?
I just wanted to provide context for anybody who had no idea what was going on because, you know, as someone who lives on social media and is a young person that has all the different platforms, like a lot of people going into the AFR didn't realize that we had broken up because they're not on Instagram, Twitter, whatever. So like just providing context was the means of talking about our relationship and it being collaborative. So having conversations with Rachael about what how I was gonna put our story together. And in terms of like rehashing things with other relationships, like, you know, that's on somebody else. Like that is on somebody else to do. Like, that's not I'm not going to be the person to be like, I'm calling out the franchise for like that's petty. And it's going to come across as petty because like it's come and gone and where you're at is where you're at. So I didn't have any interest in that. I just wanted to give context to what I went through and what we went through. And there had to be a little bit of that in there. So,
yeah. It came off like you and Rachael were kind of cold on screen, but then behind the scenes, there was obviously still love there. We weren't included on the fact that you guys had been talking. Was part of that just because you didn't want to give the show like anymore? Were you just like, let's just get through this? Or was it just
Yeah, the same with the beard. It's like, I've given y'all everything I have and I've seen how y'all treated me and Rachael through this process. So like, there's nothing else I have left to give to y'all aside from the obligation of being here. And that's kind of how we've gone about our relationship. You know, it's like, we're not, you know, hosting group dates. We're not pulling up to these different events because like, it's a one-sided relationship. You know what I mean? Like when Rachael needed them the most, they were nowhere to be found. You know, when I needed them and whatever, like it was the cold shoulder. So like, we're good on our own. And, like, I don't want to come across as petty because I'm not. Like, I'm so thankful for that opportunity and to meet Rachael and those amazing group of women. But like, it's unfortunate that so many people are left with that sour taste in their mouth after going through something so cool when it doesn't have to be like that.